start off with J.J. White. J.J. White hails from Peoria, Arizona. J.J. has been mentally and physically tough all season, being an Iron Man who has played in every single game this season. J.J. is a dead-eye.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome inside KATO Gymnasium. Lee Patterson with you. Sophomore night here for Eastern Arizona College. So we will read down our 4 sophomores here for Eastern Arizona College. That has already been through. J.J. White from Peoria, Arizona. J.J. has been mentally and physically tough all season, being an Iron Man who has played in every single game this season. J.J. is a dead-eye three-point shooter, making 76 threes total on the season, which is the second most made threes in the conference. He'll graduate this coming spring with an AA in General Studies. His future plans are to play college basketball at the next level. Next up, Jerry Boston made his way to Eastern from Seattle, Washington. JB has been a pillar of perseverance as he has battled multiple injuries throughout the season. No matter the situation, Jerry will have positive effort and energy. Jerry will graduate this coming spring with an AA in General Studies and plans to pursue a degree in psychology. Coach Turner had this to say about JB. Jerry lives in the gym. He's always working on perfecting his craft. He's trustworthy, accountable, and always smiling. Rylan Van Komen hails from Lehi, Utah. Rylan is the definition of what we call in our program, get it done guys. He always finds a way to impact winning. Rye is 4th on the team in offensive rebounding and the best post defender we have. He will graduate this spring with an associate in business and plans to get a bachelor's in data science at the university level. Coach Turner had this to say about Rylan. Rylan has been amazing for our program. No matter what role I have for Rye, I know he'll put forth 100% effort. Rylan is escorted by his parents, Richard and Tara Van Komen. And 4th, Theo Sang, who made his way from EAC to AAC from Davis, California. Theo has been big time for the program. He is an impact player, 15.9 points and 8.6 rebounds a game. He is one of the top junior college forwards in the nation. He is set to graduate this spring with an AA in General Studies and will continue his education of basketball career at Troy University, where he will study business. Coach Turner had this to say about Theo. Theo is a quality young man, leader by example, very thankful he chose Eastern and let me have the opportunity to coach him and be part of his life. That's the 4 sophomores for Eastern Arizona College on sophomore night here at Eastern Arizona College. We'll be back for the starting lineup and the tip. Eastern and Pima coming up in a little bit. Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome inside KATO Gymnasium. Season finale here at Eastern Arizona College. Regular season finale as Eastern Arizona College Gila Monsters will host the Pima Community College Aztecs. Aztecs come into this game 23-6 overall, 15-6 in the conference, and they need a win here tonight to secure the number 1 seed in the Division II region playoffs. Their starting lineup for Brian Peabody is a 6'4" sophomore from Nogales, number 3 Cesar Saenz, a 6'7" sophomore from Anchorage, Alaska, number 4, Travar Jackson. A 6'6" freshman from Columbia, Idaho, number 10, Jalen Alexander. A 6'5" freshman from Tucson, number 22, Dylan Baker. And a 6'3" freshman from Torrey Pines, California, number 25, Mike Pope. Eastern Arizona comes into this matchup 21-8 overall. And 14-7 in the region, or in the league. They are the number 2 team in the Division I regional playoffs. They will head to Yuma on Saturday, regardless of the outcome here tonight. They'll start tonight on sophomore night. 6'3" freshman from Portland, 0, DeRay Seamster. A 6'6" freshman from Portland, number 2, Rayshawn Seamster. And then the sophomores, a 6'7" sophomore from Lehigh, Utah, number 15, Rylan Van Komen. A 6'3" sophomore from Peoria, Arizona, number 24, J.J. White. And a 6'9" sophomore from Davis, California, number 33, Theo Sang. Under the direction of Cameron Turner, Chris Martin, and Sam Daly. Eastern in their home white uniforms. And Pima in their road black uniforms with gray. Could be dark blue. It's hard to tell from up here. We're ready to go. Eastern and Pima. Final regular season game, home game for Eastern Arizona College. Final regular season game for both squads. Playoffs start this weekend. It'll be Rayshawn Seamster to jump center with Travar Jackson. We'll get this ACC men's basketball game underway. Toss and tap, won by the Aztecs right to left. Quickly into the front court, right side to Dylan Baker. Baker with the basketball around a high screen, comes left around the three-point line, guarded there by DeRay Seamster. Out on top, swings it on the right side to Cesar Saenz. Saenz with the basketball, comes left around a Jackson screen, kicks it left side to Baker, who will fire a 3 and bury it from the left side for Dylan Baker. And the Aztecs lead 3-0 early on. Into the front court, Seamster with the ball left side to Rayshawn. Rayshawn drives into the lane, leaves it right corner to Theo Sang. Sang drives against Jackson, picks up his dribble, looking for somebody to move, finds Rayshawn left side. He'll come to the right on the dribble, gets into the lane, runs into a fender, fades away, rolls it off, no good. Travar Jackson with the rebound for Pima. Into the hands of Saenz. He sprints it into the front court. On top to Jackson. Lobs it down low in the lane now to Jalen Alexander. Over Sang and score it. And a quick 5-0 lead for the Aztecs. The Aztecs average nearly 90 points a game. They like to get up and down and go. DeRay Seamster drives the lane left side, gets to the glass left-handed, and he'll score it with a leaner in the paint, and the Monsters down 5-2 and out of bounds on the long pass into the front court off of the Aztecs, trying to find Mike Pope, and he couldn't hang on to it in front of the Monster bench. It will be Eastern basketball left to right here on sophomore night. Seamster into the front court to Sang. Sang left side to Rayshawn Seamster. Down low to DeRay Seamster in the paint. Out on top to Sang. Theo going to fire a 3 of his own. Front iron no good. And the Aztecs will let that go out of bounds. It'll be a turnover back to Pima College. 18:36 to play. First half, 5-2. Pima on top. Saenz with the basketball. Will walk it into the front court right to left. On top against Rayshawn Seamster. Goes right, double team comes, stolen away by J.J. White. Here he is on the run to the glass, no good. Rebounded by Rayshawn Seamster. He'll go reverse layup, in and out, no good. Rebounded by Pope in the lane. Long outlet to Travar Jackson. He'll catch and dunks it home two-handed for the Aztecs. And a whistle, and the officials thought Cameron Turner called a timeout, but I think he was upset at the no call on the fast break attempt on the other end. It'll be Eastern basketball left to right. 18 minutes to play first half. 7-2, Pima on top. DeRay Seamster into the front court around a Sang screen. Gets to the glass, puts it up off, no good. Rebounded by Saenz. Long outlet again to Travar Jackson, and he lays it up left-handed on the fast break layup. The Aztecs get a rebound and long pass twice down the floor now, makes it 9-2. Seamster on top to Sang. Sang works against Travar Jackson into the lane. Scoop shot is good for Theo Sang. Makes it a 9-4 Aztec lead. Into the front court, right side, Baker with it, around to Pope near side. Pope on top to Baker. Baker goes right, down low right side to Alexander. Backs down against Sang in the lane. Lefty hook shot is short. Theo with the rebound for the Monsters. He'll bring it into the front court himself, left to right. Comes right against Travar Jackson, spins in the lane, leaves it down low for Ryland Van Komen. Van Komen backing down Jackson. He's going to put up a little baby hook shot that's short, rebounded by Baker. Into the front court to Signs right side, on top to Jackson, left side to Baker. Baker goes left on the dribble, down low to Jackson. Lefty baseline jumper is good for Travar Jackson, and he's got 6 from the left for the Aztecs to make it an 11-4 Pima lead with 16:46 to play in the first half. Sang into the front court, left side to Rayshawn Seamster. Seamster on top to J.J. White. He curls in the lane, pulls up from 8, off the glass, no good. Van Komen with the rebound on the weak side. He'll back it back down, double team comes, and he has it knocked out of bounds. Stays with Eastern with 6 on the shot clock underneath their own basket. Into the Aztec lineup, number 11, Jamison Kay, a 6'7" freshman from Yuma, replacing Alexander. It will be Eastern basketball baseline left. DeRay Seamster will inbound for the Monsters. 6 on the shot clock. Eastern down 11-4. Lobs it into Sang, left side. He'll come right on the dribble. Reverses it to DeRay Seamster. 1 on the shot clock. Fires it towards the basket. In and out, no good. And rebounded by Signs for Pima. He sprints it up the right side into the front court against Rayshawn Seamster. Picks up his dribble. Lobs it down low, right corner to Jackson. Jackson spins in the lane, up to Signs, top of the key. He'll drive, pull up from 15. Floater is good for Cesar Signs. And a 13-4 lead for Pima College to start sophomore night here at Eastern. Into the front court. DeRay Seamster with the ball right side, hands it off to J.J. White. On top to Rayshawn, around to Theo Sang for 3, left side. Good for Theo Sang. 5 points for Theo, and it's a 13-7 Pima lead. Into the front court, right side to Baker, now on top to Jackson. Jackson goes left against Van Komen, and he puts it up and in. 8 points for Travar Jackson early on in this one. It's a 15-7 Monster lead. Rayshawn Seamster with the ball, on top to J.J. White Jr. Right side to Sang. Sang goes left into the lane, dribbles it off of his foot, picked up by DeRay Seamster though. He leaves it for Theo, left side. He'll go to the glass and 1. Count the basket. The foul will go on number 11, Jamison Kay, his first team foul, and a timeout called by Pima College. So 2 more for Theo Sang to make it a 15-9 Pima lead, but a timeout called by the Aztecs. 15-12 to play first half. 15-9, Pima on top. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
Hello, my name is Ramari Child. I'm from Seattle, Washington. I'm studying business. Come see the team and I take on Pima at 5:30 on February 28th at the Tola Gym. Go Monsters.
Hello, my name is Sky Miller, and I'm from Anchorage, Alaska, and I'm studying my sports medicine. Come see the team and I take on Pima at 7:30 on February 28th at KATO Gym. Go Monsters!
Welcome back inside here at Eastern Arizona College. Lee Patterson with you. 15-12 to play in the first half. Pima leads at 15-9 over Eastern Arizona. It'll be Theo Sang at the line for the Monsters, trying to make it a 3-point play for Eastern. Sang's free throw on the way. Short, rebounded in the lane by Pope for the Aztecs. Kicks it off to Zach Williamson, who's into the lineup now for Pima. Into the front court now, right side to Baker. Baker around left side to Pope. Pope down low to Jackson against Sang, left baseline. Backs him down. The lefty comes right through the lane, pulls up, left-handed and good for Travar Jackson. He's been a one-man wrecking crew for Pima College so far, 17-9. Aztecs on top. DeRay Seamster into the front court. Left side on top to Rayshawn Seamster. He'll go right on the dribble into the corner to J.J. White Jr. He fires the three, in and out, no good. Rebounded by DeRay Seamster. Left side, he'll fire a three. That's in and out, and pulled down by Kay for the Aztecs. Akuk Machar into the Eastern lineup as well. Baker into the front court, in the lane to Jackson. Jackson hands it off. Nope, comes left, fades away from the left elbow. That won't go. Machar with the rebound for Eastern. He'll sprint it into the front court left side, all the way down to the left baseline. Turns around, fades away, off glass, no good. Rebounded by Dylan Baker for the Aztecs. Into the front court right side to Williamson. Williamson back out to Kay. He'll fire three, left side, no good. Sang with the rebound. 13:58 to play first half, 17-9. Aztecs on top. DeRay Seamster into the front court for the Monsters, left to right. Comes right on the dribble to Machar. Machar goes left around a screen. One-on-one against Jackson. Left corner to DeRay Seamster. Fires the three. Good for DeRay Seamster. 5 points for him, and the Monsters are within 5. 17-12. Aztecs on top. Into the front court. Baker with it. On top to Kay. Around right side to Williamson. Williamson comes left around to Jackson. Screen against Rayshawn Seamster. Left side to Baker. Baker goes left on DeRay Seamster. Gets to the glass. Layup won't go. Tip in won't go by Pope. And Singh with the rebound for Eastern. Off to DeRay Seamster. Into the front court to Singh. Singh drives left. Gets to the glass. Reverse layup is good for Theo Singh. The Monsters to within 3. 17-14. Pima on top. Travar Jackson drives back the other way. Running floater for him is good as he fades away. And Travar Jackson, 12 points of the 19 for the Aztecs belong to Travar Jackson. 19-14, Aztecs on top. Into the front court, DeRay Seamster, right side to Machar. Machar drives right baseline, works against Kay underneath the basket. Reverse layup is good for Akuk Machar. Score is wrong on the scoreboard, but it should be 19-16. Aztecs. A lob to Travar Jackson, and he slams it home on the alley-oop. 21-16. Aztecs on top. After the lob to Travar Jackson. Into the front court. Seamster with it right side on top to Sang. Sang back to Seamster. Seamster goes right, spins in the lane, jump stop, off the glass, and one for DeRay Seamster. Count the basket for DeRay. The foul will go on 0. Zach Williamson, his first, and the second team foul. Timeout called by Eastern Arizona College. 12:01 to play in the first half. Pima 21. Eastern 18. We'll be back inside KATO in 30 seconds.
Hello, my name is Amari Child. I'm from Seattle, Washington. I'm studying business. Come see the team and I take on Pima at 5:30 on February 28th at KATO Gym. Go Monsters.
Hello, my name is Sky Miller, and I'm from Anchorage, Alaska, and I'm studying my sports medicine. Come see the team and I take on Pima at 7:30 on February 28th at KATO Gym. Go Monsters!
Welcome back inside here at KATO Gymnasium. Lee Patterson with you. Thanks for joining us for our final Eastern Arizona College home broadcast of the season as they take on the Pima Aztecs. Thanks for joining us on KATO 1230 AM, also on GilaValleyCentral.net and the Eastern Arizona College Athletics YouTube channel. 12:01 to play in the first half of this one. Pima leads Eastern 21-18. Noah Agoli into the Eastern Arizona College lineup. Rylan Van Komen back in as well. And to the line, trying to make it a three-point play for the Monsters is DeRay Seamster. 7 points for him. His first trip to the foul line. Readies and fires. In and out, no good. Pulled down by 24, Pablo Gutierrez in his first action for the Aztecs. Off to Signs, into the front court, left side to Kay. Kay into the left corner, now to Alexander. Alexander hands it off to Gutierrez. Gutierrez goes left, cut off there by Eastern. Out on top to Signs, works against a goalie. Comes left around a screen, now picked up by Machar in the lane. Machar faces him up, blocks it on the shot by Signs, picks it back up, 2 on the shot clock, can't hit. Rebounded down low by Alexander, and a reach-in foul called underneath on the Monsters on the rebound. The foul will go on to Ray Seamster, his first team foul. Into the Eastern Arizona College lineup, 6'4" freshman from Mesa, number 55, Talbot Camard. Replacing DeRay Seamster. Signs will inbound baseline left for the Aztecs. Lobs it in to Alexander left side. Right back to Signs, over his head. Saved, though, by his teammate. It knocked out of bounds by Cook Machar. Into the Pima lineup, number 4, Travar Jackson, replacing Kay. And also back in is 22, Dylan Baker, replacing Pope. Aztec basketball, front court right. Cesar Signs will inbound. Our front court right, lobs it in on top to Travar Jackson. Near side to Alexander, out on top to Baker. Baker comes left, top of the key now, picks up his dribble, works against J.J. White, catches him with an elbow, no whistle. Out left side to Alexander, he drives the lane, stolen away by Cook Machar. Machar on the run, into the front court, left to right. Leaves it off to a goalie on top to Machar. Left side to J.J. White. J.J. White drives, leaves it to Machar, top of the key for 3. Good for Cookie Machar. 5 points for him, and that ties the game at 21 with 10:49 to play in the first half. Into the front court, Baker with it, step back 3 on the way, and good. Eastern went for the steal, didn't get it, and Dylan Baker hits his second 3 of the first half. 24-21, Pima on top. Into the front court, Van Komen with it, fakes the 3, now drives the lane, kicks it out to Machar. He'll fire another 3, in and out, no good. Travar Jackson will clear the rebound for the Aztecs. Off to Signs, into the front court, right side to Gutierrez. On top now to Jackson. Jackson left side to Baker. Baker on top to Gutierrez. He'll go right on the dribble. Lobs it to Jackson way out on the right side. The lefty comes to the near side through the paint. Picks up his dribble. Left corner to Gutierrez, and he can't hang on to it. It'll be a turnover back to Eastern. Back into the Eastern lineup will be number 2, Rayshawn Seamster, and Mike Pope back into the Aztec lineup. Eastern basketball, length of the floor, left to right. Noah Agoli with it. Agoli, the 6'1" freshman from Oregon. Into the front court to Rayshawn Seamster. Off to Camard, on top to Machar. Machar against Pope, gets into the lane, running floater, around and off, no good. Rebounded by Jackson for the Aztecs. Off to Signs, to Pope, into the front court, drives the right baseline, his floater won't go. Rayshawn Seamster with the rebound, and he's fouled by Jalen Alexander. That'll be his first and the third team foul. 9:42 to play first half. Pima leads 24-21 over Eastern here on sophomore night. Final home regular season game for Eastern. Noah goalie into the front court, left side to Van Komen. Van Komen holds, gets down to Rayshawn Seamster on the left baseline. In the lane, kicks it out to Machar. Machar, reverse, fadeaway. Up and off, no good. Rebounded by Van Komen for Eastern. Kicks it out on top to a goalie. To Rayshawn Seamster for a 3. That's short. And pulled down by Baker for the Aztecs. He'll bring it into the front court, left side to Signs. Signs against Machar. Left baseline, can't get past him. Picks up his dribble, 15 feet from the basket. Left side to Alexander. Alexander on top to Pope. Pope with 13 to shoot, back to Signs. Signs goes right against Eastern to Pope in the right corner, and he fires a 3. Pima likes to shoot the 3 and have found points from there in the first half. Rayshawn Seamster will shoot a 3 from the left side, and good for Rayshawn Seamster. The Monsters answer back. 8:38 to play first half, 27-24. Pima College on top of Eastern. Timeout called by the Aztecs. We'll be back here inside in 60 seconds.
Hi, my name is Cameron Turner. This is my first season as the men's head basketball coach, but previously I've been coaching the women's program for the last 5 years. Describe my team in one word, it's tenacity. My team is hungry, it's humble, and it's thankful for the opportunity to be here at EAC. They have great energy every day, they're positive, and they're willing to fight for EAC. A small expression I have for my team is to give anything less than your best is to sacrifice the gift. That's a famous quote from a famous American distance runner, Steve Prefontaine. I can say goodbye to you got to do your best day in and day out. I want to see all of you there. Come out and see us play. Go Monsters!
8 minutes and 38 seconds to play in the first half of this one. Eastern trails Pima 27-24. It'll be Aztec basketball right to left. Into the front court, sees our signs with it. Against Noah, goalie way out on top. Goes left through the lane, bowls over the defender. Offensive foul called on Caesar Signs. That'll be the first on Signs and the fourth team foul. The Pima staff and bench didn't like the call, but he bowled right over the top of him. A goalie into the front court. Right side to Rayshawn Seamster. On top, now around left side to Kamard. Kamard comes right around Pope, gets into the lane, kicks it to a goalie. Pump fake, and they're going to call a travel on Noah Agole from the right elbow. Turnover back to Pima, 8:14 to play in the first half, 27-24, Aztecs on top. And Brian Peabody in the ear of the near side official. Signs into the front court, right corner to Kay, on top to Baker. Baker curls into the lane, runs over defender, and one for Baker as he's going to go to the line to try to make it a three-point play. Cook Machar will pick up his first, the second against the Monsters.
Dylan Baker is good, shooting one. Dylan Baker.
Baker to the line to try to make it a three-point play. He's got 8 points for Pima. Baker's free throw is short, rebounded by Kay in the lane. Out to Pope for a three, good, right side. Offensive rebounds to threes for the Aztecs. 32-24. 4 made threes in the first half, feels about like 9 so far for Pima. 32-24, Aztecs on top. Machar with the ball, top of the key. Goes left, scoop shot off the glass, too much, no good. Rebounded by Kamard, and he stepped on the line in front of the Pima bench. And it'll be a turnover back to the Aztecs. Coach Cameron Turner telling the officials, hey, their guys can't put 2 hands on our guys even if they're passing the ball. Into the front court, Pope with it for the Aztecs. On top to Jackson against Rayshawn Seamster. Lobs it back door, off the glass and good for Dylan Baker. 34-24. Aztecs now out to a double-digit lead. Rayshawn Seamster into the front court. Down low to Theo Sang, off the glass, no good. He gets his own rebound back in the lane, pump fake, and one for Theo Sang. 11 points now for Theo Sang. Count the basket, the foul will be on number 11, Jamison Kay, his fifth team foul. Back into the Eastern lineup to Ray Seamster and J.J. White. Into the line, trying to make it a three-point play, Theo Sang. He's 0 for 1 at the foul line. 12 points for him. And back iron, no good for Sang. Again, rebounded by Pope. They'll bring it into the front court, right to left. Left side with it. On top to Jackson. Jackson against Rayshawn Seamster, out on top. Left side in the lane to Signs. Pulls up from the right elbow. In and out, no good. White with the rebound for the Monsters. Off to DeRay Seamster. He'll cross over, loses his footing, but goes to the glass, over Signs, won't go. Rebounded by Sang in the lane. Out on top to J.J. White. He'll drive right side to DeRay Seamster. Leaves it down to Theo Sang, and he'll dunk it home. 2 hands for the Monsters, 34-28. Baker back the other way, kicks it right corner for Pope for a three, and he buries it. His third of the first half, and the threes just keep raining from the Aztecs here this evening, 37-28. Aztecs on top. DeRay Seamster into the front court, left to right. Around to Sang, string right side, now back on top to Theo. Theo goes left into the lane, spins right, in the glass, no good. The tip in is good by Rayshawn Seamster. Great block out position down low for Seamster. 37-30, Aztecs on top. Alexander into the front court. He backs down the defender and puts it up and in for Jalen Alexander. Cook Machar was there, but Alexander went up and over him. 39-30 Aztecs, 5:46 to play first half. DeRay Seamster into the front court. He'll go right, gets into the lane, reverses down low to Theo Sang. He draws a double team, steps through. He puts it off the glass, no good. Trevar Jackson with the rebound. Off to Signs for Pima. Into the front court, leaves it for Jackson, top of the key for three, good. 6 made threes in the first half for Pima, and it's 42-30, back to a 12-point lead for the Aztecs. DeRay Seamster into the front court. On top to Theo Sang, and he's fouled by Travar Jackson on a reach-in. That'll be the first on Travar and the 6th against the team. 5:11 to play first half. Eastern down 12. Jamison Kay back into the Aztec lineup, replacing Travar Jackson. Rylan Van Komen back into the Eastern lineup, replacing Theo Sang. Akuk Machar will inbound front court right for Eastern. And on top to DeRay Seamster. Seamster goes left into the lane, leaves it back to Van Komen, draws the double team out to Rayshawn Seamster for a 3. Back iron won't go. Rebound is loose, and Cesar Saenz pulls it down for the Aztecs. Pushes it into the front court, leaves it for Alexander. Back to Saenz for a 3. In and out, no good. Rebound is loose and out of bounds off of the shot clock above the backboard, off of the Aztecs. It will be Eastern basketball. With 4:50 to play first half, 42-30, Aztecs on top. Monsters were tied at 21, and then the Aztecs went on a roll. Into the front court, Rayshawn Seamster with it, and he's fouled on his way to the basket before the shot. They're going to call it on 22, Dylan Baker. His first, but it's the 7th team foul. That'll put Eastern at the line to shoot 1-1. The Monsters are 0-3 at the foul line in the first half. And Seamster looking to get 1 and the bonus. Seamster, the freshman from Portland, Roosevelt High School. First free throw rolls in, and he'll earn the bonus. 42-31. Monsters trail as Rayshawn Seamster to the line for his second. That one on the way. Back iron, but catches the front lip and in. 2 for 2 at the line for Rayshawn. 42-32, Monsters trail by 10 as Baker brings it into the front court, right side to Alexander. Alexander pushes it past Machar, and Machar reaches in to foul him. That'll be the second on Akuk Machar, the 3rd team foul. Travar Jackson back into the Pima lineup, replacing Alexander. And Noah Goalie back into the Eastern lineup, replacing Akuk Machar. It'll be Aztec basketball, front court right. Saenz will inbound. In on top to Jackson, between the circles, left side to Pope. Pope goes left on the dribble, hands it off to Saenz. Saenz goes right against J.J. White in the paint. Kicks it back out on top to Baker. Baker goes left with 8 to shoot against DeRay Seamster, loses the handle. Baker gets it back to Jackson in the lane. Can't hit the shot, but he's going to be fouled by Rylan Van Komen on the way up. That'll be the first on Van Komen and the 4th team foul. That'll put Travar Jackson at the line to shoot 2 for the Aztecs. His first trip to the line. 17 points for him in the first half thus far. Make it 18 as he hits the free throw. Zach Williamson and Pablo Gutierrez back into the Aztec lineup. Travar Jackson back to the line for his second. 43-32, Aztecs on top. Second one back iron, no good. Rebounded by J.J. White for the Monsters. Into the hands of DeRay Seamster. Top of the key against Williamson. Goes left, drives the lane, kicks it back on top to Van Komen. Van Komen traveled with the basketball. It'll be a turnover back to Pima. 3:56 left in the first half, 43-32. Aztecs leading over Eastern Arizona. Williamson into the front court, left side to Travar Jackson, and a reach-in foul called on Rayshawn Seamster as he tried to go for the steal. That'll be his first and the 5th team foul. It'll be Pima basketball, front court left. Williamson will inbound, front court left. Left corner down to Gutierrez, down to Jackson on the left baseline against Van Komen. Turnaround lefty and good. Travar Jackson, any way he's wanted to score, been able to in the first half for the Aztecs. 45-32. Aztecs on top. DeRay Seamster back the other way for three. Can't hit. Leaves it short. Baker with the rebound for the Aztecs. Into the front court to Jackson. Jackson stolen away by Van Komen. Leaves it for J.J. White. Left corner. Fires a quick three and no good, but a whistle and a foul going to be called on Trayvar Jackson. Nope, check that. 0. That'll be the second on Williamson and the 8th team foul. A push underneath on the rebound. That'll put Van Komen at the line to shoot 1-1 for Eastern. Trio of Aztecs back into the lineup. And Van Komen at the line to shoot 1-1, looking for his first points of tonight's game. First free throw is good for Van Komen. He'll get one more. 45-33 into the Eastern lineup will be number 3, Roy Bunn, the 5'9" freshman from Portland. And now the second one by Komen is in as well. 2 for 2 at the line for him. Theo Sang back into the lineup, replacing Van Komen. 45-34, Eastern on top. Into the front court, Signs with the basketball right to left. Hands it off to Baker. Baker comes left around to Jackson, screen. On top, now to Alexander. Back to Signs. Signs crosses over on Sang, gets to the glass, can't hit. Rebounded by Alexander in the lane. And then a reach-in foul call down low. I think they're going to call it on Rayshawn Seamster. That'll be his second and the 6th team foul.
Foul against Monsters number 2, Rayshawn Seamster.
That'll be non-shooting foul. The Aztecs will inbound baseline left. Talbot Camard will come back into the Eastern lineup, replacing Rayshawn Seamster. Signs will inbound for the Aztecs baseline left. Slaps the basketball. Looking low. Gets it down low to Alexander, who pushed over Camard. No whistle, and Alexander pushed it up and in. 47-34, Aztecs on top. Bunn into the front court, right side to Agoli. Agoli goes left on Signs. Now crosses him over, kicks it in the corner to Talbot Camard. All day to shoot a 3, buries it for Talbot Camard from the left corner. 47-37, Signs back the other way into the paint. On top, backdoor now, off the glass and good for Baker. 49-37. Eastern trailing Pima with 2:19 to play in the first half. Camard with the basketball left side. On top to Agoli. Agoli goes right through the lane. Now on top to Camard. Loses the handle. Baker picks it off. Coast to coast against Camard, and he dunks it home on the run for Dylan Baker. 51-37. Aztecs on top with 1:57 to play in the first half. Talbot Camard for a long 3, won't go. Jackson with the rebound for Pima. Into the front court to Signs, crossover on White. Kicks it out to Pope. Pope pump fake, now takes a 16-footer. Air ball, rebounded by a goalie for Eastern. 1:40 to play in the first half, 51-37. Pima College on top. A goalie into the front court, goes right around a Signs screen. Off to Sang. Sang against Jackson in the lane. Out to Bunn, left side. Bunn, crossover, goes left, gets underneath in a double team, and he traveled with the basketball. Back into the Pima lineup, number 11, Jamison Kay. Timeout called by Eastern Arizona. 1:21 to play in the first half. It's Pima 51, Eastern 37. We'll be back after this 30-second timeout.
Hello, my name is Amari Childs. I'm from Seattle, Washington. I'm studying business. Come see the team and I take on Pima at 5:30 on February 28th at the KATO Gym. Go Monsters.
Hello, my name is Sky Miller, and I'm from Anchorage, Alaska, and I'm studying my sports medicine. Come see the team and I take on Pima at 7:30 on February 28th at KATO Gym. Go Monsters!
KATO Gymnasium, Lee Patterson with you. 1:21 to play in the first half. Pima leads Eastern 51-37. It'll be Pima basketball, length of the floor, right to left. Cesar Signs with it, right side. Into the front court, goes left around a screen. Looking down low for Jackson, finds him against Sang, backs his way down, spins left. A little hook shot is too hard, and Bunn there for the rebound. Into the front court, Bunn with the basketball. Down low, tries to find Sang, loses it. Picked up by Baker. Baker into the front court, right side to Signs. Signs back to Baker, 50 seconds to play. Lobs it down low to Travar Jackson, and he's fouled on the way up by Noah Agoli. That'll be the first on Noah Agoli.
Noah Agoli, his first, 17 foul. Shooting 2. Travar
Seventh
Jackson.
team foul, but that'll put Travar Jackson at the line to shoot 2. 20 points for him in the first half for the Aztecs. Monsters trail 51-37. First one by Jackson, in and out, no good. Back into the Aztec lineup, number 10, Jalen Alexander, replacing Jamison Kay. Now Jackson back to the line for his second. For the Aztecs. Fires it and hits it. 2 for 4 at the foul line for him on the game. 52-37. Eastern on top. Pima on top of Eastern. Bunn into the front court, left or right. Goes left to Machar. Machar down low to Theo Sang, and he dunks it home two-handed for Theo Sang, and he's fouled. He'll go to the line to shoot 1. The foul will go on 22, Dylan Baker. That'll be his second, 9th team foul. And Theo at the line trying to make it a 3-point play. He is 0 for 2 at the foul line. Talbot Camard back into the Eastern lineup, replacing Cook Machar. And Sang will go to the line to try to make it a 3-point play for Eastern. 52-39. Pima on top. Sang's free throw is in and out, no good. Rebounded by Jackson for the Aztecs, 27 seconds. It's about 0.8 seconds between the game clock and the shot clock. Signs with the basketball out on top against Bunn, 17 to shoot. Signs directing some traffic. Out on top, 7 seconds. Signs goes right on Bunn, into the lane, backs down Bunn. Fade away, jumper on the way is short, rebounded by Talbot Camard. And the first half comes to an end with the score, Pima 52, Eastern 39. We'll be back for the Kempton Chevrolet halftime report coming up right after this.
Hello, my name is Amari Child. I'm from Seattle, Washington. I'm studying business. Come see the team and I take on Pima at 5:30 on February 28th at KATO Gym. Go Monsters.
Give it up. Celebrate with us. All right, everyone, welcome to Sophomore Night as we celebrate the amazing sophomores who spent the last 2 years here at EAC. We've got our Lady Monsters, starting off with number 0, Samantha Madrid from Eager, Arizona. Samantha joined the team this year after returning back from her mission in Florida. We are absolutely thrilled that Sam joined the team. Not only does she contribute to our team, she is also very involved with the community. She is a great leader on and off the court and always brings great energy, especially when the team needs it. Samantha is the true definition of a hard-working young lady. We wish her nothing but the best in her future. Thank you for all you've done for Eastern Arizona. We love you, Samantha Madrid. Next up is number 1, Tiara Bolden from Eugene, Oregon. Tiara joined our program here at EAC as a freshman last season. Tiara is amazing in the classroom and even better on the court. Bolden is also our team captain. She is one of our hard workers, and she always is finding ways to improve her game to contribute to the success of the team. Thank you for all you have done here at Eastern Arizona College. Good luck on your next chapter. We love you, Tiara Bolden. Next up is number 2, Addison Malone from Las Vegas, Nevada. Addison joined the team this year as a transfer from Lane Community College, and so glad that she chose to be a monster. Addison Malone is a 5'3" point guard that plays like she is 6'1". She's never afraid of big moments. Malone's quickest ability to shoot the ball is incredible. We know we can always count on her on and off the court. Thank you for all you've done for Eastern Arizona College. We can't wait to see the big challenges you take on. We love you, Addison Malone. Next we have Sky Miller from Anchorage, Alaska. Sky Miller also joined our program here at EAC as a freshman last season. If you remember Miller from last season, you know how much she has improved on and off the court. Miller's our team captain as well. There's the difference between a basketball player and a hooper. A hooper is dedicated beyond the norm. Miller is definitely a hooper. Every time she's on the court, she will put on a show. Thank you for all you've done for Eastern Arizona College. Rock out on your next adventure. We love you, Sky Miller. Next we have number 23, Cassidy Dixon from Goodyear, Arizona. Cassidy joined the team this year as a transfer from GCU. So we're so glad to have had Dixon this year as one of the players. She's a big deal on this team. She's super athletic and tough. She works hard, super hard on and off the court. Her energy makes her a joy to be around. She's a leader for our team and always brings the energy needed. Thank you for all you've done for Eastern Arizona College. We hope you have an amazing next chapter. We love you, Cassidy Dixon. And last but not least, we have number 25, Shalance Montoya from Carlsbad, New Mexico. Last but not Shalance Montoya joined the team this year. She's also a transfer from Western Texas College. She was a great addition to our program. She is a hard worker on the court and does amazing in the classroom. Montoya is so fun and safe to be around. She has brought her caring and competitive spirit day in and day out. Thank you for all you have done for Eastern Arizona College. We hope your next coach and team admire you the way we did. Rock out, and we love you, Shalance Montoya. And give another huge hand for our sophomore Lady Monsters. Give up a big hand. Thank you so much, sophomores. You will be missed. Good luck on your future adventures. But that's not it. We got some more sophomores we want to acknowledge tonight. Those ones sitting on the sidelines cheering on their Rough Riders. We have the EA Cheer sophomores. We'd like to recognize the two sophomores, Natalia Rickert and Brianna Rodriguez. Thank you for spending 2 years on the sidelines cheering at EAC. You will be missed. Out in the middle of the court. Give them a big hand, folks. Spending 2 years on the sideline cheering on your Pima and your EAC Monsters. Give them another huge hand, folks.
Hello, my name is I'm from Seattle, Washington. I'm studying business. Come see the team and I take on Pima at 5:30 on February 28th at KATO Gym. Go Monsters.
Hello, my name is and I'm from Anchorage, Alaska, and I'm studying my sports medicine. Come see the team and I take on Pima at 7:30 on February 28th at KATO Gym. Go Monsters!
Hi, my name is Cameron Turner. This is my first season as the men's head basketball coach, but previously I've been coaching the women's program for the last 5 years. Describe my team in one word, it's tenacity. My team is hungry, it's humble, and it's thankful for the opportunity to be here at EAC. They have great energy every day, they're positive, and they're willing to fight for EAC. A small expression I have, my team is to give anything less than your best, it's just sacrifice the gift. That's a famous quote from a famous American distance runner, Steve Prefontaine. I just think about it, you got to do your best day in and day out. I want to see all of you there. Come out and see us play. Go Monsters!
Report, Lee Patterson with you at halftime. Pima leads Eastern 52-39. Let's take a look at see if we have any scores in the ACC-EAC. Final night of regular season action for everybody around the league. In men's basketball, Arizona Western is at Glendale. Cochise College is at Scottsdale. Central at Chandler Gilbert. Phoenix at Yavapai. Mesa is at South. And this game here at Eastern. Baseball scores in the ACC-EAC today. Yavapai beat Eastern 7-2 in Game 1. Paradise Valley beat Phoenix 14-0. Central over Gateway 9-0. In Game 2, Yavapai beat Eastern in 9 innings 9-7. Chandler Gilbert over Glendale 6-2. Paradise Valley over Phoenix 12-7. And Scottsdale beat Mesa 8-4. On the softball diamond, Phoenix beat Yavapai 8-5. Central beat Chandler Gilbert 11-4. Gateway over Glendale 4-3. Pima beat Western 12-11. South Mountain over Paradise Valley 17-12. Mesa beat Scottsdale 11-6. Phoenix beat Yavapai 18-7. Gateway over Glendale 9-5. Scottsdale over Mesa 5-4. Central over Chandler 10-0. And women's basketball all coming up later tonight. Let's take a look at scores in the top 25. Men's basketball, number 13, Virginia leads Clemson 59-52. Iowa leads number 15, Indiana 79-58. Number 6, Marquette beat Butler 72-56. Texas Tech is at number 3, Kansas. Arkansas at number 12, Tennessee. Number 18, San Diego State is at Boise State. Number 24, Texas A&M, is at Ole Miss. Top Pac-12 action in action on Thursday night this week. A Thursday-Saturday league. The schedule looks like this. Arizona State at number 4, UCLA. Number 8, Arizona is at USC. Stanford at Oregon State. Washington State at Washington. And Cal is at Oregon. Phoenix Suns fans, big news. Kevin Durant making his debut tomorrow night in Charlotte. And that is big for the Phoenix Suns. It's halftime here. Eastern Arizona College trails Pima 52-39. We'll be back for the second half after this timeout.
Hello, my name is I'm from Seattle, Washington. I'm studying business. Come see the team and I take on Pima at 5:30 on February 28th at KATO Gym. Go Monsters.
Hey Coach, you just saw the new Gila Hank. What do you think?
Oh, I loved it. It's fierce.
Hey guys, check it out, guys. I got the new Gila Hank here. Really? Check it out.
Oh wow, there's a new Gila Hank.
Wow, man. That's amazing. That's fire.
He looks like he's ready to fight.
It's modern, it's new, you can do lots of different things with it. I love it.
Good morning, Janae.
Thanks for joining us, and thanks for joining us all season long here on KATO 1230 AM or online at GilaValleyCentral.net and the Eastern Arizona College YouTube channel. We're ready for second half action. Eastern Arizona basketball to start the second half. It'll be Rylan Van Komen, DeRay Seamster, J.J. White, Theo Sang, and Rayshawn Seamster for the Monsters. Pima will start Cesar Saenz, Travar Jackson, Jalen Alexander, Dylan Baker, and Mike Pope. Eastern basketball right to left. On top to Theo Sang, left side to Rayshawn Seamster. Down low to DeRay Seamster, and he throws it away, trying to hit the cutting Rylan Van Komen, who had got too far underneath the basket, and the pass went further up the floor. It'll be Pima basketball left to right. Signs into the front court, left side, now to Baker. Baker on top, looking for Travar Jackson, now gets it to him between the circle against Van Komen. Right side to Signs. Signs on top to Pope. He's going to fire a three. That's in and out, no good. Sang with the rebound for Eastern. Monsters have locked up the number 3 seed in the Division I playoffs, regardless of the outcome. Pima playing for a number 1 seed in the Division II playoffs as Sang loses the ball down low for the Monsters. Picked up by Alexander, lobs it for Travar Jackson, can't grab it, picked up by Sang. He'll bring it into the front court to Rayshawn Seamster. Rayshawn down low to Van Komen, pump fake, blocked out of bounds by Alexander. As I was saying, Pima playing for a number 1 seed. They need a win and a Scottsdale loss, but as we speak, Scottsdale is beating Cochise at Scottsdale. Eastern basketball, front court right, on top to Singh now. Left corner to J.J. White Jr. Fires the three, in and out, no good. Pope with the rebound for the Aztecs. Off to Signs. Into the front court, right side to Pope. On top to Jackson. Jackson goes left in the lane against Van Komen, and he's fouled on the way up. That'll be the second on Van Komen, the first against the Monsters in the second half. 52-39. Neither team has scored here in the first minute and a half of the second half. And Jackson to the line to shoot two. He was 2 for 4 at the foul line in the first half, had 21 points. Jackson to the line, the lefty from Anchorage. His first one is good. Into the Eastern Arizona College lineup, 6'9" freshman from Bustleton, Australia, Lee Rickwood Pitt, replacing Ryland Van Komen. Now to the line, Travar Jackson for his second. Is up and in. 2 for 2 at the line for Jackson. He's got 23. It's a 54-39 Pima College lead. Into the front court, right side. Seamster with it, hands it off to J.J. White. Now to Rayshawn Seamster, left side to Sang. Sang down low to DeRay Seamster, leaves it for Lee Rickwood Pitt, misses the two-handed dunk over Alexander, picked up by the Aztecs. Alexander back the other way, scoop it up and in for Jalen Alexander. He's got 8 and a 56-39 lead for Pima College. Into the front court, Rickwood Pitt with it, goes right on the dribble, hands it off to White. White backs it back out on top, right side to Seamster, down low to Lee Rickwood Pitt. 12-foot jumper right side, too hard, rebounded by Jackson. And in the hands of Signs. Signs against Seamster right side, on top to Alexander. Alexander comes around the top of the key, back to Jackson. Jackson looks at the basket, 22 feet from it, down low, gets it to Alexander, and he's fouled by Theo Sang on the drive. That'll be the first on Theo, the second team foul. Non-shooting foul. It'll be Aztec basketball, baseline right. Jamison K will check into the Aztec lineup. Akuk Machar into the Monster lineup, replacing Lee Rickwood Pitt. Signs will inbound baseline right for the Aztecs. Looking down low, gets it out to Baker near side, fires the three off the front of the rim, no good. J.J. White with the rebound. Into the front court to Machar. Machar down low to Sang, baseline left against Jackson. Backs him down, steps through, kicks it on to Machar. He'll fire a three straight on, no good. Signs with the rebound. Into the hands of Pope, right angle. On top to K. Jamison K. Now back to Signs. Signs back to K, left side. Steps through, underneath the basket, off the glass, no good. And rebounded by Machar for the Monsters. On top to Sang now, left side. Sang backs his way down, now goes left, pump fake, off the glass and good for Theo Sang. First points of the second half for the Monsters, 56-41. But Signs back the other way, and he's fouled by Rayshawn Seamster on the way up. That'll be his third. Signs just gets the ball and puts his head down and goes. And Signs picked up the foul. That'll be the third on Seamster. 16:54 to play. 56-41. Monsters trail by 15, and Signs at the line to shoot 2. He's got 2 points tonight. First trip to the foul line. The first one is short, no good. Now Signs at the line, gets his second, fires, and that one is good. 3 points for him. And a 57-41 Aztec lead. Into the front court, DeRay Seamster with the ball right side, drives right baseline, steps through over Signs, it's short, gets it back, and he's fouled on the way up by Jamison K. He lands on his elbow, and it looks like he's okay. It will be on 11, Jamison K, his third. First team foul. Puts DeRay Seamster at the line to shoot 2. 7 points in the first half for DeRay Seamster, 0 for 1 at the foul line. He'll get 2 more chances here. Now Seamster to the line for his first. That one is up. off the back iron and catches front rim and in.
Aztecs number 10, Jalen Alexander.
Jalen Alexander back into the Pima lineup, replacing Kay. Now DeRay Seamster will toe the line once again for the Monsters. Free throw on the way and good for DeRay Seamster. 9 points for him. 57-43, Pima on top. Signs into the front court, right side, into the trap for the Monsters, into the corner to Pope. Down low, right side to Alexander. Alexander in the lane, and a blocking foul called on DeRay Seamster. That'll be his second and the fourth team foul, non-shooting foul. That'll give the Aztecs the ball baseline right. Signs will inbound for the Aztecs. The officials now give the ball to Signs, into Jackson, back to Signs. Signs goes left on the drive, leaves it down low to Jackson, and he dunks it home two-handed. 59-43. Eastern on top to Sang. Sang right side to Seamster, and he's fouled on a reach-in by Cesar Signs. That'll be his second. And a non-shooting foul. It'll be Eastern basketball, front court right. Machar will inbound for Eastern. Into the backcourt to DeRay Seamster. Right to left now into the front court. Left side to Machar. Machar drives the baseline and he dunks it home one-handed on the tomahawk for a Cook Machar. Maybe that's the spark the Monsters need. 59-45, back the other way to Jackson. Jackson against Rayshawn Seamster, backs him down, lefty, jump shot, short, rebounded by DeRay Seamster. Here come the Monsters on the run. Right side to Machar, to the glass, and he dunks it home again for a Cook Machar. 59-47, Monsters back to within 12. Signs back the other way, blocked by Machar. Out to Baker though for three, and he buries it in the right corner. His third three of the game, he's got 18. 62-47. Monsters trail with 15:22 to play in the ball game. DeRay Seamster in the lane against Signs, leaves it short. Theo Sang with the rebound, and he puts it back up and in. 20 points for Sang here in this one. Pope into the front court, right side. Goes left on the dribble against Machar. On top to Baker. Baker drives right against White, out to Pope. Three ball on the way, front iron no. And DeRay Seamster pulls down the rebound. Seamster brings it into the front court, right to left. Right side to Rayshawn Seamster. Crosses over on Jackson. Turnaround jumper, right baseline is good for Rayshawn Seamster. 9 points for him, and the Monsters down 11. Baker into the front court. Left side to Pope. Down low to Jackson, left baseline. Cross court to Signs. He's going to step into a three. Short. Rebounded by J.J. White. Back into the hands of Signs, though. He drives the lane, lobs it up, and a dunk for Travar Jackson. Timeout Eastern. 14:21 to play in the ball game. 64-51. Pima Community College on top. We'll be back after this full timeout.
Hello, my name is Angelica De Paula. I'm the head coach for women's basketball. This is my third year here. I was 2 years assistant coach, and now this is going to be my first year as the head coach. You guys can expect to see a hard work group that will battle together for 40 minutes. If I were to describe my team in one word, that would be tough. I think we're tough. We've been working so hard every single day, 6 a.m., conditioning weights, and we are tough together. I always tell my players to be grateful to be here, giving back, and never take anything for granted because tomorrow is not promised. I hope to see you all at the game. Go Monsters!
$14:21 to play in the ball game. 64-51, Pima College on top of Eastern here in this ACC-AC men's matchup. Monsters will be at Arizona Western on Saturday in the opening round of the Region 1 tournament. That game is scheduled for a 7 o'clock tip-off on Saturday. The winner of that one will get the winner of, I believe, Yavapai and Cochise. Into the front court, Akuk Machar with the basketball. Now to J.J. White. White goes right on the dribble, drives the lane, kicks it out to Noah Agoli. Right side, fires the three. Good for Noah Agoli. His first points of the ball game makes it a 10-point Pima lead. Pablo Gutierrez with the ball left side for the Aztecs. Goes left baseline, cut off by White. Out to Baker. He works against Agoli. Comes right, gets into the lane, pulls up from about 10. Back iron, no good. Rebounded by Alexander, and he puts it back up and in. 66-54, Aztecs on top. Into the front court, Rayshawn Seamster with the basketball. Left side, crossover on Baker, gets to the glass, and he's fouled on the way up. He'll go to the line to shoot two. That'll be the third on Dylan Baker.
Dylan Baker, his third, 13th foul.
13th foul against the Aztecs, and Rayshawn Seamster to the line to shoot two. Seamster tonight, 7 points, 2 for 2 at the foul line. And he'll get 2 more. 9 points for Rayshawn Seamster. His first one is up, rattles home and good. Mike Pope back into the Aztec lineup, replacing Baker. Now Rayshawn Seamster back to the line for his second. Second free throw good as well for Rayshawn. He's got 11. Travar Jackson back into the Aztec lineup, replacing Alexander. Aztec basketball, length of the floor, 10-point Pima lead with 13:31 to play. Gutierrez over to Zach Williamson. Right side to Kay. Kay cut off by Sang on the right baseline. Steps back, jumper is blocked, picked up by a goalie for the Monsters. On the run into the front court. Right side to Rayshawn Seamster to the glass, and he dunks it home. Two-handed for Rayshawn Seamster, and the Monsters are back to within single digits, 66-58. Kay into the front court. Near side to Gutierrez. Gutierrez goes right on White into the lane, runs him over. Offensive foul called on Pablo Gutierrez. That is his first and the fourth team foul, and it'll be Monster basketball. Brian Peabody halfway out on the court, arguing with the near side official. Baker back into the late game, playing with 3 fouls for Pima. Eastern basketball, right to left, a goalie with it. Right side, now left around a Sang screen. Leaves it back to Theo, top of the key. He'll go right, spins on Jackson in the lane. Leaner off glass won't go, and rebounded out of bounds off of Theo Sang. It'll be Aztec basketball. They ISO Theo down low. He got a good look at it, just couldn't put it home. Signs into the front court for Pima, top of the key. Right side to Kay. Kay back to Signs. Left side, drives the left baseline. Underneath the basket. Out on top to Kay. Kay goes left. Back to Signs. Left side for a three. Back iron, no. Machar with the rebound. He'll bring it into the front court himself. Now to a goalie. Left side. In the corner to Seamster. Seamster pulls up from deep. Left side, no good. Rebounded by Sang, and they're going to call him being over the top. That'll be his second and the 5th team foul. Non-shooting foul. Ball back to Pima with 12:17 to play. Eastern down 66-58. An 8-point Pima lead. Into the front court, left to right, Signs with the basketball. Works against a goalie. Down low to Jackson against Sang. Lefty off the glass and good. 68-58, back to a 10-point Pima lead with 11:59 to play in the ball game. Rayshawn Seamster down low to Theo Sang against Jackson. Spins it off the glass, no good, but he's fouled on the way up by Travar Jackson. That'll be his second and the 5th team foul. That'll put Theo Sang at the line to shoot 2 shots. Theo, 20 points tonight, 0 for 3 at the foul line. Sang fires the first and puts it up and in.
Aztecs number 10, Jalen Alexander.
Jalen Alexander back into the Pima lineup. And now Theo Sang back to the line for his second. That is up and good. 2 for 2 at the line for him, 22 points. He'll head to the bench, replaced by Rylan Van Komen, 68-60. Monsters on top. Aztecs on top. Pope into the front court, left side against Machar. Gets it off to Baker. Baker goes left against White, now spins it back right to Signs near side. Signs against a goalie, gets into the lane, fades away from 5, rolls it off, no good. Rebounded by Pope, his follow won't go. Alexander there to put it back up and in though for the Aztecs, 70-60. Back to a 10-point lead for Pima. Machar into the front court, crossover, down low to Van Komen left side. Faces the basket, stolen away by Signs, out to a goalie, and a goalie reaches in and commits a foul. Saves a fast break. That'll be the second on a goalie, the 6th team foul. 11-11 to play, 70-60. Pima on top. No more fouls to give. One more, and Pima will be in the bonus the rest of this one. Will be Signs to inbound front court right. And then an offensive foul called on Travar Jackson. Oh, they're going to call it on Rylan Van Komen on a hold. That'll be his 3rd and the 7th team foul, so that puts Pima right into the double bonus, or into the bonus. I'm not real sure how Van Komen got called for the foul when Jackson's the one that pushed off. Travar Jackson at the line to shoot 1-1 for the Aztecs. 4 of 6 at the foul line tonight for Jackson. Jackson's first free throw is off, no good. Seamster with the rebound for the Monsters. Into the hands of Noah Agoli. Eastern down 10. Agoli with the ball right side on top to J.J. White. He'll drive left over Travar Jackson off the glass and good. First points of the night for J.J. White. Monsters back to within 8, 70-62. Jackson with the ball on top. Down low to Baker. Baker going to be fouled by Rayshawn Seamster on the way up. That'll be 4 on Rayshawn.
Foul against Monsters number 2, Rayshawn.
That'll be the 8th team foul.
8th team foul.
DeRay Seamster and Theo Sang coming back into the Eastern lineup after the first free throw by 22, Dylan Baker. He's got 18. He's 0 for 1 at the foul line. He'll be shooting 2 for Pima. The first one is up and good. Into the Eastern lineup, DeRay Seamster and Theo Sang, Van Komen and Rayshawn Seamster to the bench for Pima, for Eastern. Baker back to the line for the Aztecs. Fires his second. That one is good as well. 72-62, Pima by 10 with 10:40 to play. DeRay Seamster into the front court, goes right around a Sang screen, spins on the right baseline, all the way to the glass, and he's fouled on the way up. And be Travar Jackson. It is going to be on Travar Jackson, his 3rd. It's the 6th team foul, and that'll put DeRay Seamster at the line to shoot 2. 2 for 3 at the line tonight, 9 points for DeRay. Seamster's first on the way and rolls in for him. 72-63, Pima on top. Now DeRay Seamster back for his second. Back iron no good. Rebounded by Alexander for the Aztecs. Into the hands of Baker near side. Works against J.J. White. Out on top to Jackson. Jackson around left side to Signs. Signs against a goalie, comes right. Now swings it back left side to Alexander. Alexander hands it off to Baker. Fires the 3. Back iron no. Rebounded by Machar for Eastern. He'll push it into the front court against Pope. All the way to the left baseline. Gets around it. Reverse layup and score for a Cook Machar. And the Monsters to within 7. 75-62. Down low, Travar Jackson, lefty in the lane and good for the Aztecs back the other way. 31 points tonight for Travar Jackson to lead Pima. Leads all scores, 74-65. 9-point Aztec lead, 9:40 to play. DeRay Seamster with the ball, top of the key. Goes left. Down low to Sang. Sang backs his way down against Travar Jackson, and he puts it up left-handed and score it for Theo Sang. 74-67 Aztecs. Signs into the front court to Alexander. Left side to Pope. Down low to Jackson. Jackson turnaround is short. Rebounded by a Cook Machar. Into the hands of DeRay Seamster. Seamster into the front court, on top to Machar. Machar goes left, off the glass, and good for a Cook Machar. The Monsters back to within 5, 74-69. Down low to Signs, and he puts it up and in. Signs just sprinted down the floor, got a pass from Travar Jackson and laid it up and in. 76-69 Aztecs, 8:48 to play. Machar with the basketball, right side, spins left on Jackson in the lane. Floater good for a Cook Machar, and a timeout called. A Cook Machar, 15 points for a Cook Machar. 8:39 to play. Eastern takes a timeout. 8:39 left in the game. 76-71. Pima leads. We'll be back after this full timeout.
Hi, my name is Cameron Turner. This is my first season as the men's head basketball coach, but previously I've been coaching the women's program for the last 5 years. Describe my team in one word: it's tenacity. My team is hungry, it's humble, and it's thankful for the opportunity to be here at EAC. They have great energy every day, they're positive, and they're willing to fight for EAC. A small expression I have for my team is to give anything less than your best is to sacrifice the gift. That's a famous quote from a famous American distance runner, Steve Prefontaine. I just think about it, you got to do your best day in and day out. I want to see all of you there. Come out and see us play. Go Monsters!
Welcome back inside KATO Gymnasium. The Monsters trail by just 5, 76-71 with 8:39 to play. It's been a great comeback by the Monsters here in the second half. They were down by as many as 17 in the first half. Into Signs, picked up by a goalie, three-quarters court. Signs will walk it up against him. Right side to Baker. Baker against White. Lob down low to Signs, catches on the right side, stolen away by DeRay Seamster. Here come the Monsters. On the run, Seamster, length of the floor, steps through, can't hit, rebounded by Signs. Took a bump, no whistle. Signs sprints it into the front court, left corner to Pope. Back to Signs for three, no good. Rebounded is loose, Alexander with it in the lane. Out to Kay, left side from 15, good for Jamison Kay. His first points of the ball game. 78-71, Pima leads with 8 minutes to go. DeRay Seamster with it into the front court. Hands it off to a goalie. A goalie goes right side to Machar. Machar, left side to Seamster. DeRay drives in the lane, kicks it out to a goalie. A goalie will drive right side, pulls up from 10. Good for Noah Agoli. 5 points for Noah, and it's 78-74. Down the other way, Alexander will put it up and in as Pima still just putting her head down and sprinting down the floor. 80-74, Aztecs by 6. Into the front court. Seamster around a double screen, leaves it on top for Sang. Sang goes left on Signs, spins right in the lane, kicks it out right side, stolen away by Alexander, ball's loose, and a whistle and a foul called on DeRay Seamster. That'll be his third and the 9th team foul. That'll put Pima at the line to shoot 1 and 1. Back into the Aztec lineup, 0, Zach Williamson. Replacing Signs. Rayshon Seamster back into the Monsters lineup, replacing Theo Sang. 7:14 to play, 80-73. Eastern trailing. I thought I had the right score. Rylan Van Komen back into the Eastern lineup, replacing J.J. White. 7-point lead for Pima. Now to the line, number 10, Jalen Alexander. First trip to the foul line, he'll shoot 1 and 1. First free throw is good. He'll earn the second. 81-73. Now Alexander back to the line for a second for the Aztecs. Second one rolls off, no good. A goalie will clear the one-handed rebound into the hand of DeRay Seamster. Seamster with the right-handed dribble into the front court. Goes right around the screen, now back left to Rylan Van Komen. Three on the way, back iron no good. Alexander with the rebound for the Aztecs. Into the front court to Pope. He fakes the three, drives on Van Komen right side. Out on top to Alexander. Goes right on Seamster to the glass, lays it up and in for Jalen Alexander. 83-73, back out to a 10-point Aztec lead. 6.5 to play. Machar into the front court, goes left around a screen, gets to the glass, running floater won't go. Rylan Van Komen with the rebound, gets to the glass, kicks it to a goalie near side. He'll kick it down low to Machar, and he is going to be tied up on the spin move. Alternating possession will give it back to the Aztecs. Back into the Eastern lineup, Theo Sang and J.J. White Jr. Trayvon Jackson back into the Aztec lineup. 6:24 to play. Aztecs lead at 83-73. It'll be Aztec basketball, length of the floor, left to right. Into Williamson, who gives it right back to Jamison Kay, who brings it into the front court, right side. On top to Baker. Baker goes right to Kay. Kay going to step back for a jumper, won't go. DeRay Seamster with the rebound. Seamster into the front court. Left side to Sang. Back out to Seamster. Goes right on the drive into the lane. Kicks it to Rayshawn, left side. Rayshawn, crossover into the lane. Kicks it back to DeRay Seamster. Pump fakes the three. Leaves it for Theo Sang. Lays it up and in, left side. 83-75. Aztecs lead. Timeout, Pima. 5:43 to play in the ball game. Aztecs 83, Eastern 75. We'll be back inside KATO Gymnasium in 60 seconds.
Hello, my name is Angelica DePaolo. I'm the head coach for women's basketball. This is my third year here. I was 2 years assistant coach, and now this is going to be my first year as the head coach. You guys can expect to see a hard work group that will battle together for 40 minutes. If I were to describe my team in one word, that would be tough. I think we're tough. We've been working so hard every single day, 6 a.m., conditioning, weights, and we are tough together. I always tell my players to be grateful to be here, giving back, and never take anything for granted because tomorrow is not promised. I hope to see you all at the game. Go Monsters!
5 minutes and 43 seconds left in this ACCAC regular season finale between the Aztecs and the Monsters. Eastern trails 83-75. They've been to within 5 in the second half. They've got 5 minutes and 43 seconds left to claw their way back into this one. Aztec basketball, front court right, Pope to inbound. Guarded there by a Cook Machar. Gets it in on top to Signs. Signs goes left on the dribble. Stolen away by Rayshawn Seamster. And then he's fouled on the way down the floor. I think it's going to be 11. It is. Jamison Kay, his fourth. The 11th team foul. Check that 7th team foul. That'll put Rayshawn Seamster at the line to shoot 1 and 1. Seamster 4 for 4 from the line tonight. 10 points for him. Jalen Alexander back into the Pima lineup, replacing Kay. And Seamster to the line. Takes a deep breath. Fires his first, and he gets it. He'll get the next. 83-76. Monsters trail. Rayshon's second on the way. Around and off, no good. Jackson there for the rebound for the Aztecs. Off to Signs. Signs into the front court against Machar. Right side now to Baker. Baker in the lane. Down low to Alexander, and he dunks it home. He pushed off to get open, but the officials don't blow the whistle. Almost a two-handed shove in the back of Sang to get open. 85-76. Monsters down. Rayshawn Seamster with the ball. Goes right around a screen. Gets into the lane. Loses the handle. Stolen away by Signs. Double teamed in the backcourt now. Leaves it for Jackson. Jackson back to Signs. Signs into the front court. Right corner to Baker. Fires a three. Good. Just as the Monsters get close, Pima comes up with another big shot. They go up 88-76 with 4:55 to play. We'll take a timeout. It'll be 60 seconds. Back after this.
Hi, my name is Cameron Turner. This is my first season as the men's head basketball coach, but previously I've been coaching the women's program for the last 5 years. Describe my team in one word, it's tenacity. My team is hungry, it's humble, and it's thankful for the opportunity to be here at EAC. They have great energy every day, they're positive, and they're willing to fight for EAC. A small expression I have, my team is to give anything less than your best is to sacrifice to give. That's a famous quote from a famous American distance runner, Steve Prefontaine. I can think about it, you got to do your best day in and day out. I want to see all of you there. Come out and see us play. Go Monsters!
4:55 to play. Monsters down 12, 88-76. Machara to the front court, right to left. Crosses over on Jackson. Pulls up from 15, in and out, no good. The tip in will go for Theo Sang. Oh, they gave it officially to Rayshawn Seamster on the tip. 88-78, Monsters down 10. Right side, Jackson back to the basket against Machar. Goes right, now left in the lane. Off the glass, won't go. Sang with the rebound for Eastern. Leaves it to a goalie near side. Works it up against Signs. Now center of the court on top to Machar. Machar goes left on Jackson. Scoops it up and in. A Cook Machar gets to the glass and cuts it to an 8-point lead for Pima. 4:09 to play. Baker with the ball left side for the Aztecs. On top to Pope. Left side to Alexander. Stolen away by J.J. White, but into the hands of Jackson. Misses the dunk. Pope there to put it back up and in on the rebound. 90-80. Eastern down 10, 3:46 to play. Machar into the front court, crosses over on Jackson, fade away, good for a Cook Machar. A Cook starting to take over for the Monsters here in the late in the game. Eastern down 8, Signs into the front court. Lobs it underneath to Alexander, who puts it up and in. 92-82, back to a 10-point Pima lead. Machar into the front court, gets a screen, goes left into the lane, leaves it back to Theo Sang, wide open for a three. Short, bounces off to the right, rebounded by Jackson. With 3:10 to play, Monsters down 10. Baker into the front court against Seamster, who's playing with 4 fouls. He goes past him and gets to the line and puts it up and in. 94-82, 12-point lead for Pima with 2:55 to play. Timeout, Eastern Arizona College. 2:54 left on the game clock. 94-82, Pima College lead. We'll be back after this full timeout.
Hello, my name is Angelica DePaolo. I'm the head coach for women's basketball. This is my third year here. I was 2 years assistant coach, and now this is going to be my first year as the head coach. You guys can expect to see a hard work group that will battle together for 40 minutes. If I were to describe my team in one word, that would be tough. I think we're tough. We've been working so hard every single day, 6 a.m., conditioning, weights, and we are tough together. I always tell my players to be grateful to be here, giving back, and never take anything for granted because tomorrow is not promised. I hope to see you all at the game. Go Monsters!
Welcome back inside here at Eastern Arizona College. Lee Patterson, thanks for joining us tonight. 2:54 to play in the game. 94-82, Monsters trail to Pima. It will be Eastern basketball, front court right. DeRay Seamster will inbound. For Eastern. In on top to Sang, right back to DeRay Seamster. He'll go left, spins in the lane, loses the handle, leaves it back to Theo, and he'll dunk it home two-handed for Theo Sang in the lane. 94-84. Monsters down 10, 2:40 to play. Into the front court, right side. Now to Jackson. Jackson on top to Signs. Signs goes left on Machar. Step back, jumper on the way. Good for Cesar Signs. 96-84, Monsters down. Into the front court. DeRay Seamster spins in the lane. His little jumper will go in the lane as well. A 96-86. Eastern down. Signs with the basketball, top of the key. Now backs it up to Jackson. Jackson goes to Baker, to the glass, no good, but a foul going to be called on the way up against the Monsters. The foul will go on to DeRay Seamster, his fourth, 10th team foul. To the line to shoot two will be Trevar Jackson.
Shooting two, Trevar Jackson.
Jackson with 31 points. Monsters have done well on him the last, 8 minutes. He hasn't scored. And the first free throw is up and in.
Subbing for the Aztecs, number 10, Jalen Alexander.
Jalen Alexander back into the Aztecs. Pima leads 97-86, 1:49 to play. And now Trevar Jackson at the line for his second. Fires and good. 2 for 2 at the line for him, and a timeout called by Pima College. 1:49 to play, 98-86, Pima on top. We'll be back here to KATO in 60 seconds.
Hi, my name is Cameron Turner. This is my first season as the men's head basketball coach, but previously I've been coaching the women's program for the last 5 years. Describe my team in one word, it's tenacity. My team is hungry, it's humble, and it's thankful for the opportunity to be here at EAC. They have great energy every day, they're positive, and they're willing to fight for EAC. A small expression I have, my team is to give anything less than your best is to sacrifice the gift. That's a famous quote from a famous American distance runner, Steve Prefontaine. I can say goodbye to you got to do your best day in and day out. I want to see all of you there. Come out and see us play. Go Monsters!
One minute and 49 seconds left in this ACCAC men's basketball matchup between Eastern Arizona and Pima College. Eastern trails 98-86 to the Aztecs. It will be Eastern basketball. Right to left, a Cook Machar will inbound. As he rolls it in to DeRay Seamster, he'll let it roll all the way up to the time stripe. Now comes left on Signs. And throws it away, trying to find a cutting Cook Machar right side. It'll be a turnover back to the Aztecs. into Signs. Signs comes right on Machar into the front court, gets around him, lobs it off the glass, and it goes. That kind of night for Pima College, kind of just throwing it at the backboard, and it's going in, 100-86. Seamster in the lane, left corner to Rayshawn Seamster. He'll fire a three from there, front iron no good. Trevar Jackson with the rebound for Pima. 1:20 to play, Monsters down 14. Into the front court, Size with the basketball, goes left, double teamed, gets it to Pope. Pope backs it up with 70 seconds to play. He'll go left in the corner to Alexander. Back on top to Signs. Signs against Machar, left side. 9 seconds to shoot. Signs goes left. Back on top to Jackson. Jackson goes left. Back to Signs with 2 to shoot. Blocked by Eastern. Long outlet to Rayshawn Seamster. Rayshawn to the glass and a two-handed dunk for Rayshawn Seamster. The block led to a long run out. 188, 44 seconds to play. Baker into the front court, goes left into the corner to Alexander. He'll spin at the glass and he lays it up and in.
Alexander.
102-88. Pima on top. Theo Sang will drive to the glass and put it up and in, back the other way. 102-90. And a whistle and just a substitution timeout. Into the Pima lineup will be number 13, Tawate Sika.
Subs into the Aztecs. Number 0,
Zach Williamson in. Pablo Gutierrez. Number 1, Caden Luna.
Number 11, Jameson Kay. And number 24, Pablo Gutierrez.
It'll be Pima basketball, length of the floor, into the near side to Luna. Luna goes left and is fouled by DeRay Seamster. That's going to be his 5th. He fouls out with 23.3 to play. That's 7, 8, 9, 10, 12 points for him tonight.
Number 1, Caden Luna.
So Noah Agoli into the lineup for DeRay Seamster. He fouls out of this one, and that'll put number 1, Caden Luna, at the line to shoot 2 free throws for Pima College. 102-90, Pima College on top. First one is up and in by Luna. 103-90, Pima on top. Second one rolls in as well for Luna. 2 for 2 at the line. 104-90, 20 seconds to play. Theo Sang in the lane, loses the handle. Picked up by Machar. Machar in the corner to J.J. White Jr. for a 3. Can't hit. It goes out of bounds off of Theo with 10.5 seconds to play. All the Aztecs have to do now is get the ball in. Monsters will pressure in the backcourt. Sika with it, left side, into the front court. 4 seconds, and they'll dribble it out. Final score here from Eastern Arizona College, 104-90. Pima College wins it. Eastern will drop to 21-9, 14-8 in the conference. Pima moves to 24-6, 16-6 in the conference. We'll be back to recap it here from Eastern Arizona right after this.
Go Monsters! Go Monsters! Go Monsters! Go Monsters! Go Monsters!
Hello, my name is Amari Childs. I'm from Seattle, Washington.
Patterson with you. Final score. Eastern falls to the Pima College Aztecs 104-90. Let's take a look at the numbers first for the Aztecs. 2 points for Caden Luna, 9 for Cesar Sainz, 32 for Travar Jackson, 23 for Jalen Alexander, 2 points for Jamison Kay, 25 for Dylan Baker, and 11 points for Mike Pope. For Eastern Arizona College, 12 points for DeRay Seamster, 18 for Rayshawn Seamster, 19 for Akuk Machar, 2 points for Rylan Van Komen, 2 points for J.J. White Jr., 30 points for Theo Sang to lead the Monsters tonight, 3 points for Talbot Kamard, and 5 points for Noah Agoli. That'll do it for us here on our broadcast season on KATO 1230 AM and on the men's side of the YouTube channel as well. Eastern finishes their regular season 21-9 and 14-8 in the ACCAC. They will be the number 3 overall seed in the Region 1 tournament that starts Saturday. They will be at Arizona Western. The winner of that will play the winner of Cochise and Yavapai, I believe. It's either Yavapai or Central. I don't know who the 4 seed is, depending on results here around the league tonight. That'll do it for us. For Big Time Timmy Jim, I'm Lee Patterson. Thanks for listening to us all season long on KATO. We'll join you next fall for high school football. Until then, be safe. Good night.